How the heck are you, everybody? I am fastidious, but you can call me Fasti. We are here in Etheria Restart, and today we are going to tackle a grim pursuit, Inferno difficulty, and it will be Shadowflame Hoyan. So I am here on my friend Mark's account. I'm doing a takeover for him, and I figured this could translate really well to a live guide. How we doing, guys? It's Fasti from the future. Very quickly, you're gonna hear moments throughout this live guide where I express little bits of doubt as to how good the success rate of our final run will be. The min-maxing of the speed was just so fickle, and the random RNG resists on Obol were just so annoying, but thankfully, it turned out really well. I wanted to show you this towards the start. And Mark, who we were doing the takeover for, hit me up this morning. We did the takeover yesterday, and you can see these were 4 consecutive runs, 9 wins, 8 wins, 6 wins, and then the last one, he capped it off with a 10-0. So it's pretty good shape. I'm gonna have moments of doubt, but you should not. Let's go. I call it a live guide because I'm gonna show my entire process from beginning to hopefully a very successful end as we head into this account and take it over and create a pretty successful run. I think it's gonna be difficult knowing this account, knowing most accounts, to get 100% success. There's too many random uncontrollable resistances when you're going for a piece of content like this where you need to be landing your dots and stuff like that, but we can get into a very successful clip. I'm actually going to try to use the comp I use on my own account, my main free-to-play account, where I am maybe at 80% success, which feels pretty good for this content, and I feel like Mark's at a very similar level to me, so that's what we're going to do. I've been on the account once before to suss it out. I noticed his Shadow Sonia did not have her S1 skilled out, which you really do need for this content. So I told him to work on that. He absolutely did. And here we are. This is what we're going to be getting into. So what I believe I want to do, Ninfoniel is fantastic because she's putting out immunity. She's putting out big shields to protect us. She's increasing our attack, which helps with the tiniest bit, but it's really the shields, the healing, the equalization, and certainly the immunity that's going to be very, very clutch from her, making good use out of the Rhyme Bloom, the shield portion of that from her skills, making good use out of the health EQ. She's not necessary. That's kind of why I'm talking about her a lot. And certainly if you do use her, she does not need to be 6 stars at all. 5 stars is sufficient. That's what I was trying to say. I think one unit you definitely need, though, is going to be Obol. He's a great source of DoT. He allows you to stack some DoT, which then Sania can blow up later on and just deal a lot of damage itself. And he has got really, really good crowd control with this triple hitter, landing the dots on the S3, but also having the chances for stuns. We're going to get a really high effect accuracy build, and we should be in pretty good shape. So this is going to be the comp I want to feature. So let me move that to the top. I'm just saving it now so we can always refer back to it. But let's get right into the gearing. So how do we approach this? Shadowflame Hoyan, she is really fast, as are her minions. Ideally, what we want to do is have a really nice, speedy team. One unit who we can get away with being a little slower is Shadow Sonia, because we are bringing Lily, and Lily is going to boost Shadow Sonia's turn meter. Oh my god, he is fully skilled up Lily here. That's pretty juicy. You do not need that. We want Ninfoniel to be last, because she's going to be the one coming in with her S3, and she's going to put out the immunity. These guys can really throw off our run with some of the debuffs they put out, especially the silence, where we're kind of locked out of everything except for our basic attack. So we want that kind of tune. I've tried to figure out the exact speed of Shadowflame in the past. I think she's somewhere in like the low 260s. So we're going to aim for like 263 plus, maybe 265, something like that for Ninfoniel. Then we definitely need to be faster with Lily, which will not be hard. And then Obol, which will be a bit harder. Though I see he 6-starred his Obol, so that will help us a lot as well. And then what we're going to do is make sure Shadow Sonia is not insanely slow. She can't be insanely slow, but she doesn't need to be that fast, because as long as she has the highest attack, Lily will target her with the twin trick from the S2. So that's kind of the plan. So I think the way I want to build this is who's the hardest to build to who's the easiest to build. I think it's going to go, Obol's going to be really hard because I want him really fast and he needs a ton of effect accuracy. I also don't exactly know the shell situation, and absolutely I want Obol with a Codex of Magic, put out more dots, and certainly get a second round up of the stuns on the ads. So I think he's the greediest for the build. We'll start with him. I think Lily will be the easiest, because all we're really going to do with Lily is just crank her speed to the moon, which at 6-star with all these skill ups and stuff, the little speed you pick up along the way with the prowess. I think it's from her S1. We'll check that when we're getting into her. She's gonna be really easy to get up towards 300 speed. Then we need Ninfoniel and somewhere in like the mid 260s, like I said, and then Shadow Sonia. I don't think it's going to be that hard knowing this account to get Ninfoniel where I want her, especially since her right side main stats are all going to be HP and they're going to be different than the other guys. I think Shadow Sonia will be harder to build. So I'm going to go Obol, then Shadow Sonia, then Ninfoniel, then Lily for my building. Having rambled about that for a minute, let's begin and let's start things off with Obol. Looks like he's favorited him, so he's right here. We're going to do a full strip. And the first place I want to start is the shell. So what is the Codex of Magic situation on this account? Really impressive. The last time I was on here, he only had one Codex built out. He's got 3 now. That's pretty sweet. This one is not going to be helping us today, unfortunately. These are not good matrix effects for what we're trying to accomplish. This is okay, certainly. That also is going to live well on Ninfoniel. But I think this is pretty cool. We could do... It's going to be a little tough because we really do wish we had triple on the Swift Rush, and if anything, double on the Strive, if we can't get a triple. But let me see if I can imprint. I'd be quite interested to do that, because I'm thinking we could do like at least 4 on Strive, just because why not? It's there. Then definitely 12 on Swift Rush, and then maybe we could pick up a 6 on Time Weave. That's very TBD, though. Let's see all his Codex of Magic, what his situation is. We need Swift Rush. The rest we'll settle for and we'll look through. Imprinting's easy enough, so... Yeah, a little tight. Oh, here we go. That's a triple with a double. That'd be worth an imprint. Imprint is no cost at all, so yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm just saying pick up the defense. We don't need it, but I figure if he had a Swift Rush Time Weave as the base matrices for one of these, he would have built it, and I was right. Like, he doesn't have it, right? So yeah, if we've got the Strive, maybe let's pick up the 4. Otherwise, who cares if we can't, you know? We'll just settle for it being incomplete, but certainly we want the 3 because it's just gonna free up our build a good bit. Let's do that. Let's go over here and do some imprinting. Is this the one? This is the one. This is unfortunate, though. We're going to have to do a light reconfig, potentially. We'll circle back to that once we finish the build, but these passive effects are certainly not what we're looking for. But let's imprint that. You know, Strive, the max bonus comes at 8. So having a 2 doesn't matter as long as it's only 1 2. You can have a 3 3 2. It's the same thing as having a 3 3 3. There's no difference between having 9 and 8. But the Swift Rush, if you can get the 3, you really want it here, because then you only need 3 3s from your modules, if that makes sense. You only need 9 total from the modules, which you can accomplish with 3 pieces, which frees up the other 3 pieces. So let's see, we don't have any third matrix effect, right? Third slot effect, so we can't pick up any speed that way. So let's really just crank the speed to the moon. Let's sort by the highest speed, and let's see. We really do need effect accuracy on the right side, though, and already we can start picking some stuff up. So we're going to want we're going to want 2 pieces that have 3 matrix Time Weave. We want +6 Time Weave to get that additional effect. What is it? 15%, 18% effect accuracy. That's going to help. But we also don't want to sacrifice speed. Let's snag this from Kaz over here. Kaz the Reverie. It looks like we got another nice one here. Missed the roll, though. Is there anything else we want to be building up? We can also go Broken Set if we have to. Like I said, that Strive doesn't matter too much. Let's cycle here and let's look. We've got this piece with 1 roll, a +6 on the Freya. All right, nothing else we can roll on Time Weave. There are a couple we can roll, though, on Swift Rush, but none of them have speed showing already. So a tough spot to be in. Let's bring this to 12 and see if we get lucky. We do not. All right, we've just got these Strive pieces, and none of them have speed. So what we can do is see if this rolls 4th stat speed. It does not. We can see the same thing again. It does not. And there it's already 4 showing. Let's check some of our 3 substat showing Strives to see if we can unlock one. Nope. That one only has 2. Rough goings right now. This is that life. Okay, I guess we're gonna go with this Freya piece. We're definitely gonna have a bit slower on the Shadow Sania, but that was to be expected. So already we can check in. We're +3 on Time Weave, so we only need 1 more 3 matrix piece. We only need 1 more 3 matrix piece on Swift Rush as well. And then if it lines up, if there's a really speedy Strive piece, Ideally one on the, if it's on the top slot or the bottom slot, it's going to have effect accuracy too. You can't get effect accuracy in the middle. We'll pick it up. Otherwise, we'll keep it there, just sitting there for no reason, and we'll go broken set. But you can see picking up that third matrix effect, third matrix effect for slot 1 with the Swift Rush, open things up a decent bit. So let's see, what's the fastest thing we got out here? We got 9, 12. This is juicy, especially since we can't get effect accuracy there. We're definitely going to pick that up. And here's another one. Effect accuracy isn't rolled, but another 12, and all of a sudden our Obol is looking like a really fast guy. Is he fast enough? Kind of. Where is he coming in? At 259, so we just need a huge roll here. I say let's cut that, and let's see. Anything with effect accuracy as well. Can we be greedy? Yeah, +9. This is going to be 168 on our Obol, right? I think that'll do it. It's going to be a tight spot to fit in Ninfoniel, but I think we can make it work. We can also, actually, while we're with the shell, what is our config situation? Phenomenal. 2.4K. He did amazing. 11 million on the training data. I told him he should focus this, and he absolutely did. So we're going to roll at least until we get some Shadow Dash, some amount of boots. Ideally, a nice high rarity, but we need some boots for this second slot. Ooh, that's a nice crit rate for a different shell. Give me boots, baby. And this is the nightmare of the game sometimes, reconfig. It feels very rigged against you. We have not seen a single pair of boots. I'll settle for blue. There are purple. We'll take it. Now let's go over here. That Blade of Hollow is doing nothing for us. I should have taken that. Not that we would have stuck with it, but looking for something a little bit better. Healing or shields. This could be great on another unit, so I will pick it up, though it's not going to help Obol. Let's do a final check-in now. Looking pretty fast at 277. Effect accuracy is through the roof. HP is fine. Defense is slightly not fine, but it's okay for now. There's your final stats. I think we're in pretty fine shape. So we'll leave that there. Next up, I think we're going to go for our Shadow Sonia. And let's see what kind of triple matrix we can get. That must be why the Ether Plague is here. Let's unload everything. If we can get her in Ether Plague or in Swift Smite, either one would be pretty cool. Kind of interested by the Ether Plague because we'll take the extra HP would be really nice. Ether Plague gives HP and effect accuracy. Is there nothing? Oh, it's because it's still sorting by the Codex of Magic. If we could get Codex of Magic on her, that's really good. We could also live without it, but if we could get it, it's really good. Like, it's just such slim pickings on the Codex of Magic, you know? This is all right. I kind of like this with the Bramble. If we can get her enough speed elsewhere, because here we're going to get the Ether Plague, and we're going to pick up that HP and effect accuracy. Nice chunky stuff. And then the Bramble, if we can get that +8, getting that chance to counterattack, those could help clean up some runs, make things slightly more consistent. I will say, if you've got a Codex of Magic, you should use it on her. But if we just take a peek again, just every Codex of Magic that is built, it's not the best thing, right? There is that one that was on Ninfoniel. And this isn't the worst thing in the world. I kind of want to leave this on Ninfoniel, but we might have to go in later and try that out. We could also imprint this upon something else, but this is something he could use for a DPS potentially, though I don't love Codex of Magic for a lot of DPS builds. For now, let's just go with what's already built. Let's not do imprinting. Let's not get crazy. And I do want to, let's rock with this Gigabyte. No, it was this one, the Artisan, excuse me. This is fine. A lot of extra effect accuracy. If she gets resisted, it's a crime, but you know she will because this is RNG restart, baby. So let's see. If we sort by effect accuracy, do we have a Ether Plague with that as a main stat? We do, and it has speed. Okay, off to a pretty good spot. Let's definitely build this up. Look how many coins he has. There's a speed hit. This is a pretty good looking piece. That is a pretty good looking piece. Not insane, but for this account, I think we're in pretty solid shape. Let's clear this out, and now we want to take a peek if we can pick up any Bramble. Looks like we're going to have to roll some stuff, but I think it's going to be worth it. This is a 4 stat with speed showing already, obviously, and it rolls already. Cool. We don't need that much speed, so that one roll is kind of okay. And we got 2, which is even better. Excellent. So now we got this Bramble here. Oh my god, was this Unbreakable? No, but I have Bramble. What's going on? Oh, we got +6 Bramble. The Unbreakable is the separate effect. We don't care about the Unbreakable. So we need one more Bramble piece, and then everything else is for us. So I think probably what we'll do is one more Bramble piece, and then we'll do probably +8 Swift Rush. Already in really good shape on effect accuracy. So let's start over here and let's see. Let's see what we can use. What's already leveled up? None of this stuff has effect accuracy showing. Ooh, this is a nice little quad situation. Let's load this in and take this to 12 and see what it looks like. Looks good enough for me. It's not a great piece, but we can't take too much time. There we go. So now we'll get our chance to counterattack. We're done with the Bramble. We just need to pick up a little speed, a little effect accuracy, and we're in solid shape. But here we're going to throw effect accuracy and speed in the subs. We're going to go Swift Rush, sort by speed. Great piece we can pick up here from Kazuya the Reverie. And here you can't get effect accuracy in the middle slot. We're just going to go speed. Snag this one from Viper. Looking good. And already she's fast enough. I mean, 221 is clearly fast enough, even with the +6, not even the +8. So I think over here, we just need the best effect accuracy piece we can find. Maybe effect accuracy with a little tankiness and a little speed. And I'll sort by tankiness. We can clear all the matrix stipulations. Nothing's really built here. I like this a lot, though. I like this a lot on Viper. And we're brought up to 228. We could kind of punt the Time Weave since we picked up the Ether Plague. If you don't have it, go for the Time Weave. But 228 should be good. Plus, we've got the nice effect here with the Insight. We've got the Focus. And yeah, let's look at that final build. She's coming in at 224 with 228 effect accuracy. Plenty tanky for what we're trying to accomplish. This is pretty solid, and it's going to function in our speed tune. So that's that. Now let's do Ninfoniel, and then we'll wrap up with Lily. Where is Ninfoniel? I'm blind. Okay, let's. I don't know why I left the screen. Let's go back in. Let's find her right here. Excellent. Her shields scale off of her HP, obviously, so we really want to crank that up. This build is somewhat okay. I think that's probably what I threw together last time, but I'm hoping we can do a bit better. He has level 4 on the S3. I love to see the level 3 on the S3, but hey, if you've got level 4, awesome. We don't have level 5, so no reduced cooldown, which means it's going to be on a 5-turn delay, which is why having the Codex of Magic is kind of cool. It wouldn't be the end of the world if we had to take it off, if we had to put that on Sania or Shadow Sania, but something to keep in mind. Because he has so much nice stuff, though, I am going to re-roll this until we get some kind of synergy. So we'll start there. Reconfig, and let's go for synergy. It's always frightening when you buckle up for reconfig, each one being a sunk cost. I probably should have picked that up just for the general build if we get unlucky, but I mean, we've got a big stack here. How unlucky could we get? I should have picked that up too. My God. It's like they know what you're looking for, right? We'll just pick that up, even though it's not going to last. They must like somehow know what you're looking for. I don't think I've ever had it where I'm like, oh, perfect. Excellent. Jesus, we haven't even seen it once. I don't care if it's blue. Just give us something. This is shocking. And this stuff is just disappearing in front of our eyes. Good news is once you get this stuff lined up, which it's starting to get lined up, you can imprint it on something else better down the line. Holy moly, we haven't seen it once. They must know. How is this real? I didn't like have a stroke and forgot that it's not here. No, it's here. We just can't get it. Oh my God. Show it one time. Even including all the affinities, there's not that many effects, right? It's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's 12 effects, so it's a 1 in 12 chance just to ever show it, and it hasn't shown it a single time. My God. I'm raging. This is a farce. I feel like they know. I was hoping it would just work right away. This is unbelievable. Oh my God. We've seen every other one multiple times. I'm going to have an aneurysm. I don't know how, Mitchell, my editor, I don't know how you're going to cut this part up, but oh my God. We've seen a gold Blade of Oddity so many times. Again. We haven't seen it once. We've used like 700,000 700 reconfig chips. How? I'm not. I have to double check, triple check now. It's here. It's the third slot. This is all I want. It doesn't even really matter for this fight either, but now I'm just pot committed. This is unbelievable. There are going to be some people that thought I was complaining too early, but at this point, no. To not even have, it's not like we're like, oh, we haven't gotten gold. We haven't seen it once. Not even blue. We haven't seen the effect a single time. I'm going to give up at 800K. We're over 1 million down now. We haven't even seen it. Honestly, that's a sign. That Dauntless roll is freaking fine. Oh my God, Etheria restart. All right, so we need her fast and we need HP, but she can't be too fast, right? 177, I think, is the number. Holy moly. All right. Definitely this. Definitely this. I'm seeing some bulwark options, but with poor rolls. Let's see, we're kind of desperate, so break it at 12. Terrible. All right, this is the winner. Oh, turned out kind of great. So there we go. One more speed, one more bulwark, and then whatever we want. I think for the whatever we want, we're going to go, the middle slot's the only one you can get HP bonus, so we're looking for both, and yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't think we have something that compares. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Now we go like this, and we're just looking Bulwark and Swift Rush. One for one slot, one for the other. Here we've got nothing, and here we've got one roll. Okay, so we'll take that here, and we'll take the speed here. Is she fast enough? I don't know. Well, we're going to find out. I said it was about low 160s, and this is coming in at 162. We have this nice shadow dash already, so it kind of is what it is. We'll see if she's fast enough. We will get a boost from Lily, right, with the increased speed. Won't have much time to help us that early in the fight, but hey, it's something. So, fine. There we go. That's going to mean Ninfoniel. Before I go crazy, let's replace this so we can save all the gear we have so far. Now it's just up to Lily. This should be our easiest build. Lily's stats really don't matter too much, especially since she's so fully skilled. I said I would check. I thought it was the S1. I was correct. That's where you pick up the speed. So an extra 15 for speed is up the wazoo. This is already not the worst build. Let's see if we can't make it more in line with what we're looking for. We ideally want to see, just to pick up a little extra speed, either Swift Raid or Swift Smite. Swift Raid feels more in line with what he'd have. We don't have that, though. Swift Smite. We have an Alicorn here with Swift Smite. Does have speed. All right, let's throw that on for now, because it's got a gold Shadow Dash, too. And let's see. Let's see. Here it is. With effect accuracy, she doesn't really need it, but that's not, I mean, that's a good speed roll, so that's kind of what matters the most. A lot of stuff here we could roll. Anything with HP or defense bonus? Wouldn't mind rolling a couple of these. We'll speed up through this when we edit. Okay, that's our best option right now. Let's load that in. All right, here's our other opportunity. It's got flat HP too, which I kind of like. Ooh, and that is my winner. We'll take it. All right, so now really don't care what anything is. just go for speed. Attack bonus, kind of care, but for now I feel like she'll probably live. Let's toss that on, and frankly, let's toss this on. There's some HP. And now here, we just need the fastest stuff on the account, right? Speed is a sub. We're at +6 Swift Rush, so we need 2 Swift Rush pieces, and the rest don't matter. What do we got here? We got a 12. Here we got an 8. Looks like we have to pick that up. We got a 9. Yeah, because our fastest available here is actually 6. So yeah, let's snag this Bloodbath. And there we go, a pretty speedy Lily. We broke the 300 mark. Looking pretty nice. Just coming at 316. This is what I had in my head, guys. So it's going to come down to if Ninfoniel needs like that much more speed, and we'll find a way to make that happen. But otherwise, this is kind of what the plan was. This was the speed tune. These are the units. Let's go try it out. Let's actually do the guide portion. That was the gearing guide. This is going to be the gameplay guide. So we'll replace there. Let's use it. And let's go. Let's see. So Lily comes in. She speeds up Sania. Did she not speed her up enough? A random resist already for no good reason. Remember, our Obol has almost 240 effect accuracy, but that's the fight. And actually, Sania, even with the little boost... Oh, no. Well, here you go, man. Made a big mistake, and I'm going to leave this in because this is an important mistake. With all that tuning and this, that, and the other, I didn't remember to compare and contrast the attack stat between Obol and Shadow Sonia. And you can see Obol got Twin Trick, which means Twin Trick goes to the unit with the highest attack. So Shadow Sonia was coming in at 1722. And Obol is coming in at 1783, so really close. A pretty easy fix for this, especially since Obol ended up so speedy, is we can just lose a lot of attack by having an under-leveled mask, right? An under-leveled top slot on the left. So what we can do here, look for speed, look for effect accuracy, and this was our broken set piece too. This is pretty easy. And let's just see. Any of this stuff have rolls we kind of like? No, but it doesn't really matter. So let's just take this random bramble piece. Just see, we're going to lose 160. And now I believe I said Shadow Sonia was at like 722. Now he's at 1578. So we can get away with even throwing a little bit into this. And I was hoping we did effect accuracy or speed. We did not, but we're still in fine shape. We're coming in at 171, it looks like. So at 237% effect accuracy, which as long as we don't get that random resist for no reason, we're good to go. And now he has lower attack. So now the Twin Trick should be going on our girl Shadow Sania. And we will see. We will see. Let's replace. Let's just double check and load in, and let's see. There's the Twin Trick, and boom, Shadow Sania goes to the front. And now Shadow Sania is too fast because we want her going after Obol. So when she does her S2, landing her dot, extending her dot, we already want Obol's dots out. So this is where the speed tune gets fickle. So even though I really kind of ignored speed on Shadow Sonia, I'm actually not used to using 6-star Shadow Sonias. I feel like on my account, she's 5 stars, and on a lot of people's accounts, they keep her at 5 stars, at least for a while, because she kind of doesn't need the 6th star. We lost a nice extension of Obol's dots there. So we'll see. We'll still watch it because this could still succeed, but here you go. That's a tough spot to be in. Obol missed everything right there. This is a fully skilled Obol. He missed everything. But yeah, we know we can slow her down a bit, which is easy enough to do. And then she'll be extending not just the buffs as the debuffs as she places them, but also Obol's debuffs. Bunch of silences out there now, so we have immunities off. It's a tough spot to be in. This is where you could definitely argue you don't want the Codex on Ninfoniel, so she already has the next one coming back around a little deeper in the battle when you might need it more, but it looks like we're going to crank out a win. So here's the first ever clear, if you want to see what that looks like, unless everyone gets shot here. Don't think they will. Yeah, we should be good as soon as he takes a turn, unless the ads kill us. Don't kill us, ads. He needs to take a turn. Oh my God. Oh, there we go. He did take a turn. Not the fastest run, but all the bones of the comp were there. The bones of the run were there. Let's tweak this. So Shadow Sonia is coming in at 224, which we just found out is overkill. So what we'll do is we'll break up the speed boost, right? We'll just break it up. This will drop us to +3, and she won't be getting any speed boost anymore. Let's sort by effect accuracy. And let's see. Nice chunk more. And now she also gets the +6 time weave, so she's at a shockingly high 254% effect accuracy, and we brought her speed down a pretty good bit by 12 points. It's now at 212. So feeling pretty fine about that. Let's see if that allows our tune to stay tight. Otherwise, we might have to tinker her down a little bit more, maybe Obol a little bit up, maybe Obol tinker him up a little bit more. But I think that might be a sweet spot already. On my account, I run my Sonia at about like 205 speed. So let's replace, let's pop it in. When I pop it in, that's just like superstition. That doesn't really matter. And now Sania does not get in front of Shadowflame. Is that what's happening? No, Twin Trick is now on Ninfoniel. So remember to always check that, I guess. Holy crap. That's just freaking comedy. Like, how is that real? Twin Trick is on Ninfoniel. So Shadow Sonia now has how much? I'm leaving all this in. This is the process, man. She's at 1680. And where is Ninfoniel? Where's Ninfoniel sitting? She's impossible to find for me. She's sitting at 1710, so we're off by 30. This actually is easier than you might think to remedy. So if we go to SS, we go to Shadow Sonia, we can sort by effect accuracy and attack bonus. If we can just get any attack bonus roll here, we're in pretty fine shape. Kind of liked having the extra effect accuracy. Let's snag this one. It's actually pretty comparable. We lose 10% effect accuracy, but it was already overkill. But the key thing is we get plus 5% attack bonus, which should take us over 1710. And yes, there we are at 1720, a very mighty 1720. There's the replace. I won't click use just to prove you don't have to do that. I just like to do that. And there's the Twin Trick on Shadow Sonia, and somehow she still cuts Obol. Okay, keep playing around with it. Keep tinkering. We need her even slower. Okay, so this was a big speed roll, 9. Let's completely ditch it. Let's just go for the biggest possible HP roll. Again, we can go broken set, no HP bonus. I mean, there is HP bonus, no speed there. So now she's down to 203, right? She's still at 243% effect accuracy. Can this please work? Can this please be a proper tune? It is a fickle fight, guys. Nope. I wish I knew how close it was. All right, let's make her even slower. Let's make her even slower. What do we got over here? Pretty big roll. Let's ditch that. We don't want to lose the Bramble, though. No, the Bramble's actually overkill since we just put on that new piece in the middle, so we can totally lose the Bramble. And here, really, really nice looking effect accuracy, though there is speed. I don't want any speed, so let's take this random Keen Eye. What a janky looking build we've got going on here. Now she's pretty slow. Now she's down to 194. You can't tell me she's passing our, whatever, 271 Obol, even with Twin Trick, at 194, right? Come on. Of course she is. Oh my god. All right, I gotta get Obol faster. I'm gonna lose my mind. Let's just go speed to the max and see if there's no attack bonus roll. This says no extra roll. Okay, let's see. Is he still low? Where's he coming in at? He's at 1738 now. She's at 1720. All right, Obol needs to lose attack somewhere. I don't know where he's getting it. Getting some here, but then we lose speed. Oh boy. What do we got here? Attack bonus. No attack bonus. Okay, toss this on. It is maxed out, but now he's at 1716. He's up to 277 speed. So we picked up another 6 speed, and he's just less attack than Shadow Sonia. Please, please let this tune work. Otherwise, we got to slow her down again somehow. There we go. So there Obol goes. He puts out a dot. Only one, unfortunately, on the boss. But now when Shadow Sonia goes with the S2, she lands a dot and extends her dot. She's also extending the dot on him. Fortunately, he only landed the 1. But hey, we got to see it proper. We now have the speeds. Bunch of random resists for no reason. I mean, that's kind of the bane of my existence. I think a lot of our existences within this game. But here we go. Big juicy shields. Shadow Sonia with a follow-up from the Twin Trick. We got immunity up, we got shields up. There's a big hit. He puts the mark on us. Another resist from Obol. Guys, I gotta say, how is he getting resisted? People say it's a 10% base chance. It seems like it happens constantly. Another resist from Obol. How is that possible, right? Is that what you're thinking? That's what I'm thinking. The guy has 240% effect accuracy. There's a follow-up DoT. Kind of in a tough spot here. And this is where the run's going to fall apart. However, I do think this is the run. You know, let's just run it back. That might have just been brutal RNG with all those Obol resists. Because everything tune-wise and all our stats, effect accuracy-wise, are lining up. Again, he only lands one DoT. It does happen, right? Even with 200% plus effect accuracy, he has a 60% chance on each one of those hits. Triple hits, you'd hope to hit 2, but it is what it is. Obol again, that time we get a couple hits. That's nice. This is where you would love to have Shadow Sonia come in again with the S2. There she did. So I guess that's Lily coming in. We get that extension. Now we've got big stacks. There we go again. Pretty juicy. Unfortunately, a bunch of these are going to fall off. Oh, not before we get to go. That's good. So here should be the explosion as soon as Sania goes up. There's our S2 again, and there's a big explosion, and now we're in really great shape. So I do think we just kind of got screwed with that RNG from Obol on that first attempt, this most recent round after this tuning. This is always the annoying part of the run, though, when, you know, our immunity's off and they can land this, and there's no targeting patterns, so you never know exactly what's going to happen. We do have a good amount of dots, so we should be pretty good. It's hard to say for certain. Ania's a little low. Dots are up, though, so if Ninfoniel can just tank it, and she can, very sweaty. But, oh my god, and he cuts in front of the boss. Boy, oh boy, man. Boy, oh boy. This is a little crazy. So yeah, I think we'll watch it one more time. This is basically the run, and this is how you should formulate it. Our tans are slightly tied here. I think what we would want to do is get Shadow Sonia into a Codex of Magic, which I didn't really see any excellent option for currently that we could put on her. We can check, though. And then the other thing we'd want to look for is probably to get... And we could try quickly. We'll just have to edit this up. But we could also get Ninfoniel out of the Codex of Magic and maybe get her speed cycling a bit faster. Get her in a Gigabyte or something like that. Let's see what our options are here, actually. Here's a good-looking Gigabyte with Evil Guard, right? The Evil Guard's going to give us some additional healing, which can help her when she does her S2 and stuff. Help the whole team. Take some peeks over here. Okay. The one issue I'm seeing here is we're gonna have to reroll that second stat. Defensive stance is fine, but we're probably gonna need some kind of boots, and that's a scary thought. That is a scary thought for us. We're also gonna lose the bulwark. Not that we really need it, but that extra HP is cool. But we would maintain the +4 bulwark, and that's how we're getting the HP boost. Okay, this will be the last thing we try. We're going to save it as a new thing, though, because I do think that run will probably end up being a 50% run, maybe 60% run, even if we had a little bit of bad luck with it. Let's see what we can't do. She's coming in way too slow at 251. Got to see where we can hunt for more. And we actually do have our hands kind of tied with the bulwark here. The strive we can totally lose. What's the fastest mid-slot thing we've got in the whole account here? Yeah, the speed rolls on this account are not ideal, I would say. I wonder if we can we toss that on, and then do we have a, yeah, like this? Yeah, where we lose 1, but in the net, we gained 2. Okay. So if we could get a half decent Shadow Dash, we can make this work, I think. So let's try. Slot 2. Let's see. I cannot believe how it went last time. Hopefully it goes a lot better this time. Show us the boots. Oh my god. It really feels like they know. There we go. Never mind. We'll take 16. Thank you very much. So she's coming in now at 269. I think Obol's still ahead of that for sure, right? Yeah, Obol's at 277. Okay, pretty cool. Let's go over to Sania now. And let's see. I think I'm a little worried about not having Artisan, but right now I think Artisan was getting wasted with the shields, but that's because we were getting double S3 from Ninfoniel with the double cast with the Codex, so we'll see. TBD on all this. Let's toss this on. Gonna be a little too fast now, or is she okay? 201. It's gonna be interesting. Everything else is looking pretty fine. don't really care about the stats here. Is the bramble still intact? It is not. But let's actually just find a bramble piece here. One that doesn't have speed. So we can sort by speed and see which, I guess all the speed ones are leveled. Any 4 showing? Does affect accuracy and crit. Okay, yeah, let's take this. No speed. Okay, perfect. And some more attack. That's nice. 12 feels fine for now. Let's max it. He's got so many coins. Affect accuracy. Okay, so where are we looking? We're at 201, 208. Over 200's fine. The tankiness looks fine. We got the bramble. We got the time weave. The ether plague's lost. Doesn't matter too much though. We'll just leave it because for the interest of time. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let's head back into battle. Hopefully we have a very happy ending right now. This is never gonna be 100% because of the random resists that make me lose my mind, but could be good. Let's delete this old run. We're gonna save this, and now then we're gonna make a new run, which is this one. And with this one, let's make sure all the things have been changed. They have. Okay, let's use this one. Let's see. And now Shadow Sonia has become too fast. My sweet God. I'm being tested, guys. I'm being tested. All right, this is a speed roll. Let's lose that speed roll entirely. Search effect. Let's go speed substat, and then we'll try to pick the lowest one, ideally none. Make an effect accuracy here. Anything built up without any speed? I see some here. There's one speed roll. Here we've got no speed. Okay, pretty cool. There we got no speed. All right, let's take that. Now she's coming in at 195. She was at 194 before, so hopefully that was not the break point, and where we're at right now is still sufficient. It is. Okay, Obol, he gets 2 hits this time. Ninfoniel is now too fast. Shadow Sonia doesn't get the immunity there, so that does leave us vulnerable. It's single target what happens next, but kind of a bummer. She also, did she not use her S2 there? I'll have to watch that back in a second. Yeah, there's the S2. Weird. There's the follow-up with the twin trick. Now he takes his big hit. Takes another one. We don't get to pop it in time. You should get to come in with the S2 now, though. Obol lands another dot. Perfect. There's the S2. Okay, now it's lining up the way it should. We were able to double cast the S2, obviously because of the Codex Magic. There's a huge hit, and now it's looking pretty clean. Unfortunately, she gets targeted. She was vulnerable because she lost 1 turn on the shield, and she lost the immunity entirely with that tune. So if we can make Ninfoniel slightly slower, we can make it work. Okay, I think this is the home stretch. People can really see the process. I am blind. All right, so she's at 269. Yeah, we got to find somewhere to lose some speed. Let's sort by flat attack. And there we lose 6 speed. Could that be the difference? She's still at 263, which I think should work. Let's try it. Moment of truth. Obol's there. Yep, Shadow Sonia is right behind him. Only 1 hit from Obol, unfortunately. There's the S2. Oh, I know what's happening. She's getting S2, then we're getting the Codex, then we're getting a Lily move with the S3, resetting that. So we didn't have to trigger the Codex yet. That's what that is. But here we got an S2 again. Yep. Pretty beautiful, actually. Obviously, that's what's happening. I don't know why I was having a brain block there. Fortunately, she's just too slow to cut in again there, so she could get another extension before he took that turn, which means she'd be able to pop it the next time. But I do think we have enough out that on the average run, we should be okay. It's too bad we don't have the level 5 on the S3 of Ninfoniel, but I don't think it's worth investing for that. And unfortunately, she drops again. Not having those consistent shields is hurting us. Let's see, though. We need to hold on, and everyone's too low. This is freaking brutal. To 197 now. Could that, like, just move the needle enough? We just increased her speed to 197. Got crazy HP bonus rolls on a Bloodbath piece. That's going to serve this account very nicely. But let's see. Because if she had just come in 1 turn, like, she was just about to go, she went right after that turn with the boss. Also, there was much better RNG from Obol. She's just faster than Obol. My God. Here we can take this piece from Lily, get Obol 3 more speed. Could that somehow be the difference? Lily's already plenty fast. Lily's still going to be coming in at 314. It really doesn't matter. Let's try that now. Yep, Sania's still too fast. I can't get him faster than this. 180 is his max right now, unless I roll this. So the only way we can get Obol faster is to recast this Shadow Dash, which is something I really did not want to do, but I do want to have a happy ending. So let's reconfig. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. We're at 9. We take a peek at slot 2. You can see the ranges. So gold clicks in at 12. So if we can hit gold, we're getting at least 3 more speed, which easily could be what we're looking for. So here we go. I have to get lucky. We do have a truly tremendous amount of chips, though, but we had way more than this, and they've all disappeared, so you see how it goes. There is a boot, so we can see the boot, but it's lower. I should have looked at what that purple was, but even if it was 10 or 11, I mean, probably should have picked it up, but I thought I saw a single digit. But we really are looking for that gold if we're going to invest all these chips. I should have looked again. I'm going too fast. That really looked like an 8 or a 9, though. I'll never know. Not till we watch it back. There's a 10. Okay. All right, let's take this down. We'll go at as low as 400. Come on, please. There's less spots here. Slot 3 has way more options, right? So it's easier to hit at least... Oh my God, I meant to hit escape. Oh my God. Now we're screwed. I was going to say it's easier to at least hit what you're looking for. Watch now, we're not going to hit boots again. This is a nightmare. Oh my God, I've been in the wrong slot the whole time. We have to cut that out for sure. It's okay, we got chips. We got chips. Please, 10. All right, this is where we were. My God. Can this just be enough, please? Okay. It worked. That one speed worked. So now everyone has the immunity, everyone has the shields. We get the reset on Shadow Sania from Lily. Shadow Sania goes again. There's another S2, another extension. So he takes his turn. He's about to. There's a follow-up. So if she can for sure go here. Oh, that's where he takes his double turn. He gets his extra trigger because of his stacks. That's the problem. And there's no way we can get her fast enough to double cut in. However, moving pretty smooth right now. It's just a little too unfortunate there. We might have to think of using like Lingluo or bringing a Fangus or something. But this is the comp I wanted to highlight, so I think we'll leave it at there. And unfortunately, I think this is going to be not the success rate we were looking for, which is just tragic. All right, I feel good about this run. So like this is... I run this at about 70-80% on my account. My gear's a little better, but I also don't have all these guys at 60. So let's just see. Have we been getting bad luck, you know? Like that time, that was good luck. We just got a triple hit with Obol. Here comes the S3. Immunities and shields. There's a reset. Wow, Obol popping off this time. Let's get a nice extension. Here's our follow-up. Dots for days. Huge turn. There's another one. Okay, cool. So I don't see how this doesn't work now. Here's the pop. No, excuse me. She comes to S1. There's some more dots from Obol. There's the Sania coming. There's the extension. We need everyone just to survive here till he takes one more turn. And this time it's silky smooth. This is exactly what we want to see. This is exactly how, this is the whole thought behind it. And I think this guide officially is going to be a lesson in how to get this done, but boy, it's hard to get done at 100%, because that's what I was looking for, like about a 1 minute run, perfectly consistent. It always at the end is going to be precarious, but he just needs to take that last turn, all the dots hit. Let's watch it one more time. We can get 2 in a row. We can feel pretty dang good about this takeover and about the product we're putting out to you guys. Definitely let me know all your thoughts. And if you're not yet playing Etheria Restart, please consider starting. The game is a lot of fun, though. It can be supremely frustrating. You'll find a link in the description and the top pinned comment. We got 2 from Obol that time. It's these stacks right here. I think it's when they hit 8, they grant him an extra turn. And when they hit 7, and that's very annoying. He's going to go there, and then he gets his extra turn. We're a lot lighter on the stacks, though, unfortunately. Oh, he didn't get his extra turn. Sometimes I don't even know. All right, no, he had just, that last move was him getting the extra turn, excuse me. Looking pretty good, though. Excellent extension. He cuts in there, though. That's where he got his 7 stacks, so he cut ahead. Because if we had gone to Sania, we would have blown it up. Looking good on dots, though. We just need everyone to stay alive. And we're going to win. So he'll take his turn. And there we go. Perfect. All right. I think this will be about 50 to 65% success. And that feels about damn right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been fastidious. A huge thank you to Mark for sharing his account. And I hope he enjoyed the takeover. This is 100% farmable. So those 2 in a row at the end gave me some hope. And as we saw at the beginning, and I'll remind you now, it turned out pretty successful. 9, 8, 6, and then a 10 right here. That means in total, over those 40 runs that Mark did after the takeover, he went, let's do some quick math here. He went 33 wins in 40 battles. So pretty dang good. That is over an 80% success rate. There you have it. Shadowflame Hoyan, Inferno. Share with your other guys, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.